Hello everybody and welcome to my arcade machine build. This is a HyperSports track and field short cocktail version that I've been building, and what I've been doing here is I've always wanted a track and field machine, and I've never been able to get one that would fit within the current house we're living in. So therefore I decided to make my own using a Raspberry Pi, but making it as real as possible. So I got a copy of the schematics from a US website, downloaded those, got them printed off, and then decided to make my own, as you can see from the pictures as we go through this video. Using normal MDF, 18mm MDF plywood to make the actual cocktail cabinet itself. Like I said, it is a shortened version, and you'll see as we get further on through the video that I have added legs. It's been a really good challenge over the last 8 weeks as we've been in this lockdown, and I've really enjoyed the build. It's been giving me some new skills in terms of woodworking. I was never a good woodworker at school, but I've been practicing, and hopefully you'll see the results within the video, especially the control panels. I'm pleased with the actual frame, etc. I'm very pleased with. It looks really good, feels solid. I've put it together so that it hopefully lasts a number of years through the battering that it takes from a HyperSports and track and field game. You'll see also as we go through, I've tried to make it as sort of reliable and robust as possible with regards to the electronics. So I've used a Raspberry Pi 3B and the zero delay USB boards that I've then connected to, what do they call them now? The leaf switches. Okay, so once I actually completed the build, which in total, the total build took me about 8 to 9 weeks. The building of the carcass that it sits within has taken me about sort of 3 or 4, maybe even 5 of those weeks, and then it's all the little small parts of actually putting it together, etc. I have made legs for it, which you just saw in one of the pictures there, and these are detachable legs on the premise that I don't have enough room to have the machine out full time, because the games room that I have is shared with my 2 sons. So therefore I wanted to be able to sort of take the legs off and put the arcade machine away while it's not in use. I've tried to be realistic and buy good quality components for all of the build. The speakers I bought, the Amazon Basics, although not the best quality, they're actually very good for an arcade. They've got volume control so you can turn them up and down, and they give a good sound, especially in 8-bit land. The leaf switches obviously are very good quality and really enhance the playability. My son and I have been playing it religiously since we finished the build yesterday, and it is fantastic. As you can see as we go through the pictures, I've also created a bezel that was created with 1.5mm card from a local art shop, and then I've cut it into shape, sort of glued it around the edges, and I've put reinforced sellotape on just to keep it in shape, to make sure it doesn't collapse while we're playing the game. As you can imagine, it takes a bit of a pounding, this game. You'll also see I put plexiglass on there, which adds to it. I'm looking at putting real glass on top of that, 4mm toughened glass. I'm just waiting for that to be delivered. Unfortunately, due to the current situation, it's taken a bit longer. You'll also see here now I've got custom artwork that I've had made courtesy of TorontoArcades.com. He designed that for me, and then Arcade Art Shop printed that for me. So that was Ollie and Mike. Thank you very much. And then I put it all together, and it is so fantastic. I have loved every minute of this build. In total, the total cost has been around about £200. The wood was about 20. The buttons cost me, almost £50. The artwork cost me £80. The 3B cost me £25. I already had the monitor. It was an old monitor that I had. And then the rest of it was just on wire and stuff. So really enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I really do hope you appreciate it. If you've got any comments or questions, please leave them in the bottom, and I'll try and answer as many as I can. Other than that, thanks very much for watching.